Greetings, my fellow educators, and welcome to another edition of the podcast. My name is Brian. I hope your week has been a good one. It's Valentine's Day this week, so I thought it would be good to revisit an episode in which I talked about 10 things that I love about teaching. Now, when I went back to listen to this episode, I was curious how much of this still stands up today. To my surprise, many of these that I listed still are true. Probably changed a few things, but in general, this list still holds up for me. And I thought, let's put it out there to our listening audience, and maybe it will remind you of some of the things that you enjoy about this teaching profession. We, as teachers, have a career that has a lot of time off. Even though we put in more hours a week than our friends, they don't get to enjoy the time off that you and I do. Yeah, we as teachers, we're working nights and we're working weekends, and we gripe about that, and it's not fun, but we get some of that time back in the form of Christmas vacation, and here in the States, Thanksgiving break and fall breaks and spring breaks and just a lot of time off. And just many careers don't offer that. Some people only have 1 week off and they just use that to rest. Be thankful for that, because most professions don't offer that to their employees. And that is one of the things I love about teaching is the amount of time off we have. Yeah. During the regular school year, the hours can be brutal, but man, I'm sure glad that we're able to take advantage of some much needed R&R time throughout the year. Number 2, even though many people despise teachers, and that doesn't seem to be improving, overall, I think it's still a respected field throughout the world. Most teachers have some sort of parents who respect the profession. And I hope you know what I'm talking about, because we have some who have not an inch of respect for what we do or what we're trying to do. But there are some parents and there's some people out there who get it. Not a lot of professions have that. There's people out there who respect the profession. And maybe not so much as if we were doctors or lawyers or a celebrity actor or sports athlete. There is some respect out there, and not too many other professions have that. Number 3. For me, one of the things I love about teaching is it is a profession that offers a challenge and demands creativity. And many jobs lack those two vital things. There are so many people who are bored with their jobs, and this creates a boring life, and they do the same thing day after day after day, year after year. And with our profession, for me, the day flies by, and it is very challenging. Each day is a little bit different and demands some creativity. I have some input into how my day goes. Now, we definitely can find that we're discouraged by what we're doing, and we can find that we're tired of what we're doing. But I think a field that offers a challenge and demands creativity and so much going on, that's something most people who work various professions lack. And many will tell you that they're pretty bored at what they do and find no real challenge or meaning in what they do. Number 4, when school starts, most of us are confident that we will have a job over the next 10 months. Do you realize how rare this is? Think about that. And our job market in these days, when school starts, we're going to be pretty confident that we're going to have a job over the next 10 months. We can make financial plans. We know how much we're getting paid per month, and we're not sweating our job as if we're going to be laid off, in 2 or 3 months after school starts. Most of us are pretty confident we'll have a job and a paycheck covering a 12-month time span. What else do I love about teaching? Well, we can make a difference in the lives of students and their parents. Now, some of those same students and parents are what maybe calls us difficult days in teaching, but we can make a difference in the lives of our students and their parents. And I say parents because I'm constantly amazed that so many parents come to myself as a teacher and just want advice. They need help. They need guidance themselves. We can make a difference in them and helping them believe in their child, see their child a little bit differently, offer some suggestions to help their child succeed. And so that's one of the things I really enjoy about our profession and I love is we can make a difference in the lives of students and their parents. And even though we may not feel like it sometimes, and it may be a long time before we know or experience that, but We do. Number 6, we as teachers have pretty decent benefits package out there, and many of us get to enjoy a pension. Number 7, and I've shared this many times, the school year has a starting point and a finish line. I can't think of too many other professions that have that. Maybe actors who work on a TV series or athletes. We've got spring training starting up here. The starting of baseballs will be here soon. And then there's a finish line to that. But we as educators, we get to enjoy a starting point, starting anew, getting to do things differently, learning lessons from the past year, and having a finish line in mind. And it's not the same thing year after year after year with 1 week off. There's something renewing, I think, about having a beginning and an end in a profession. Number 8, teaching can keep you young-minded. Yes, they can stress you out, frustrate you, drive you crazy, and that immaturity can just make you pull your hair out. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no doubt that teaching and working with young people can keep you young-minded. So many teachers tell me about this. They keep me young, and I agree. Number 9, snow days. Yeah. Here in Georgia, we had a snow day and it didn't even snow. And then when we went to school and it ended up snowing. So you never know here in Georgia how the weather's going to be and people panicking. But think about it. Too many professions have, it snows, we still expect you to come to work. We're not shutting down. And you have a schedule that fits pretty well if you have children in school. You rarely have to worry about finding daycare due to school schedules. You're off the summer the same as your kids. If schools are closed and your child isn't going to school, chances are you're not going to go to school. So having that schedule fit to where, if it's snowing or school's canceled or if there's an early release day, we're not having to stress out about how we're going to find daycare due to school schedules. And number 10, you have the opportunity to look over your career and feel you've done some good. My hope is that you don't feel like you've wasted your life in this profession. It's not a profession for everyone. And some of you, I know, as we get to this time of year, contemplating whether you want to come back. But, if you look over your career, there's some memories there. There's some feeling, hopefully, that you've done some good. And I do have days to where, man, have I just wasted my life and all the blood, sweat, and tears into this? As I look back and look at pictures and look at specific moments, I have positive memories. I have a feeling of accomplishment and doing some good. And I can think back to other jobs that I had, and I didn't really have those memories or feeling of accomplishment that I did some good and made some impact. And that is something that I definitely appreciate about what the teaching career offers me and some things that I love about teaching. What's your list? What do you enjoy about teaching? I encourage you to think about that.